Okay, I'm sorry guys, my phone died, but the belt's working just fine. And you hear that? I hear it ticking there. That could be, I don't know, tell me if that could be a small little knock, or could that be the exhaust? They're leaking a little bit, but let's see if it gets louder. Don't know. Back here she sounds good. She's idling at right at 1,000. Right now at idle she is at 13.8. Rev it up. So we're doing good. That belt's good. Now I want to do this. Don't hear nothing when you do the motor. So, alright, cool. That's done. But what I am going to do, if I don't break it in time, knock this pin out, put it over on that quarter window. So, okay. So now we got transmission done, we got serpentine belt done, we got the alternator back on there like it should be, belt's nice and straight, not squeaking, new belt, everything's tight on the front end, AC comes on just fine, does not slip, that's awesome. Belt, like I said, things on there nice and tight. So we're cooking with Crisco now. Now, like I said, is let's do this, and what I'm going to do is let this thing set in oil for a minute, because that thing has probably been on that other Maverick out in the salvage yard for a hot minute. So, oh wait, my oil's outside. I just used it today. So, yeah. Now, like I said, I'm recording with my GoPro because my phone just died, my S9. So, which, hell, I use that quite a bit. In fact, I don't have service or nothing on that phone, and I used it and it lasted that long. Not bad. Filming in hopefully what's called 4K. So, I'm literally going to put a couple drops in there. I know that's going to run out onto the car, but let that set in there for a minute. And this is a 3-in-1 multi-purpose oil since 1849. Lubricates, penetrates rust, and removes and protects. So yeah, this is a perfect thing for something like that. Get that in there, and then I can take mine off, which mine's already off, and bolt that in, put my pin in that one because my pin looks a hell of a lot better than this. Okay guys, I thought I grabbed both of the little nuts out there in the junkyard, but I did not, or the screws. So, still gonna put it on, it's just not gonna be able to put it on the way I want it to be with both of them on there, because I'm not putting this little thing back in there. Today we're gonna finish out this car and try to get the lights to work, and then I will go and get it adjusted tonight. So I got my solder gun because I know what's wrong with my brake lights, wire strippers. I got a test light in my toolbox and a bunch of other fittings. So let's see. Now in my last video y'all saw me talk about where I think it's going to be my kick switch, where the wires go right into this dude, because I can play with that, and that's will turn off and on. Now this is new. I bought this just the last 5 years because it's always done this. I think it's in the wiring beforehand because I tapped into this before. So we're going to resolder everything together and make sure I got good contact to it with the test light. Now as far as my brakes, the switch coming down here, this dude, one of the wires is disconnected, so I gotta find the other green wire and then solder back into that, and then I gotta put this back in there. So put that back on my pedal, so when I hit my brakes, that sends power to my tail lights to say, hey, turn the hell on. So get those fixed and I believe I should be good. Now don't minus all my wiring I got through here. I know it's a bit sketty mess, but one is for fuel, this is for ignition, this one's for fuel, this one is for my LEDs I got up there, and this is just for my light, letting me know, hey, my LEDs are on, so I don't keep them on. And then this wire goes to my tack. So it looks like a mess. It is a freaking mess, but I can organize, I can understand it. And once this car does get painted, the new harness will go back in this car. A completely new harness, so I won't have to worry about none of this stuff ever again. So, but before I go and solder those wires together, I gotta fix my damn extension cable. I ran over it with the jack and broke it in half, so cut them and solder them back. Here's a way to test it. serious work in redoing those wires right there, which really all I'm going to do is take them apart and make sure if they're not soldered, I'm going to solder those together. I cannot remember if I did or not. Do those, and then I'm going to go ahead and solder that back wire back in there, and then I'm going to head and hook that up, hook this up, and plug this back in, and hopefully that means my headlights stay on. And then maybe we can switch the back to the LEDs. Okay guys, I honestly do not know what I did. I took my panel off so I can get access to the back of here, and I just kind of pushed on it and moved it around, and now they're working. They just won't shut off now. So let's do that. Now what I did was I disconnected the LEDs up here. For maybe some reason that was overloading it. I really don't see how, because LEDs, I thought they don't require that much power to run like a typical car plug. But I know I got HID or LED headlights on this thing, so yeah, see, lights are working. So I don't know. The way to test this is later on tonight, whenever I drive the car to a flat spot and I can do the headlight adjust when I hit bumps and stuff like that. That's what's really going to tell me if it's fixed or not. If it is, then it's telling me, hey, my LED lights for my gauges was causing it. So what I'm going to do is actually run that into my spark system, because that's what's powering my tack up also, and do it that way, so therefore they're on a switch whenever I turn it on. Okie dokie, got the solder. So the soldering gun should be nice and hot. Got the solder. So I have everything to fix the rest of the wiring in this car for now. Okay guys, I don't got the switch here with me. Where's the switch? Oh, right here. So here's my switch. When I put it in, and I guess I had it right, I don't know, something happened and it broke one ear off, and I'm just trying to mess with it, and no, it's not going to be fixed. So AutoZone, went down there. They can get one in by Tuesday. Now, earlier today, I had spent my last 20 to get my rewards. So I was thinking I can go down there now, since I was at least 5-6 hours ago, and go ahead and get one of these ordered on the way. They said I don't have my rewards yet, so I'm going to check in tomorrow and see if so. But this car is not going to have brake lights until possibly Tuesday, if not maybe later on than that, depending on, oh god, it depends on if I can make any money. So, but sun is still up. I still can go and adjust my headlights. So what I'm going to do is go to a dark spot, probably at the shopping center where AutoZone is, and just go to where it's kind of dark, and then I can, because there's a bunch of level spots over there, I can set the car there and I can adjust my headlights to where they'll be right where they should be, and cross my fingers for luck. Hopefully whatever I did worked. Now kind of what I'm thinking is, did I overload the stock system with all the LED lights? Because I had the lights going to the gauges all tied together, and then I have the headlights and tail lights. Everything was LED. So it seems like they're working better. And saying that, I drove it. Okay, lights should be on. Let's see if they are. So far, lights are working. Let's hit the dimmer switch and change them. Okay. Oh, I saw the flicker. Hopefully that's just them switching. Nope. See? Lights are flickering off and on. Son of a bitch. Guys, I think it's just time for me to get a new harness for this car. Lights work, so I don't know, as long as maybe dim lights work, that'll be fine for now. So again, I don't know. Hey guys, y'all other YouTubers that watch me, other classic car owners, tell me if this makes sense. Your stock harness, because this, for the lights, everything is still original. It's still 1971 harness, still 1971 switch for it. What I did was I changed out the headlights, housing, and then I changed out the bulbs. The bulbs are your new LEDs. Cannot think of what they're called, but they have the little fan with them too, but they're LED headlights. They're supposed to be extremely freaking bright. And I got LED tail lights in the back too. The LED tail lights came from AutoZone. The ones up front came from Amazon. They're in there correctly. They're H4 setups. So what I'm curious is, could the wiring inside the Maverick or side of older vehicles handle the LED lights that you can order nowadays? Could that be a reason why my lights are not wanting to work correctly? Do I need to throw OEM back in there where they're the dull yellow ones? I don't know. I need help, guys. In the comments below, tell me a little about it. I can go pick up a harness for about $200 from Gearhead Enterprise, and that's what I plan on doing eventually. And I might need to do that sooner than I thought. But first, I'm going to get that Impala. Then I'll think about doing other stuff to the car. So, and I'm going to try to have that Impala here within the next month. So, okay guys, y'all see in the next clip of what happens. Okay guys, I got a dog on that side and I got a train behind me. It's hopefully y'all can hear me. I finally got the sensor in, so it's been like 2 or 3 days. For y'all, just been about a second. So now let's hook this in and get my lights working. So, what this little dude is, this is my switch. So when I hit the brakes, my tail lights light up saying, hey, I hit the brakes. So, there's this little spring in here. You see me moving it. That's all it takes for it to activate. When it's on, lights are off. When it goes down, lights come on. That's simple. This goes around the pedal up at the top where the cylinder is, that's where your bar from your pusher bar going to your sorry, where the bar that going into your master cylinder, you kind of get sandwiched between there, and then you put your cotter pin on this side, or this side's where your cotter pin goes. So I cannot get the camera up underneath the dash of the car, so I'm literally just gonna do it off camera and then show you how the brakes work. So okay, let's get this done with, because I'm always afraid someone's not gonna know, hey, I'm hitting the brakes, and they're just rear-end me. So okay guys, time to see if the brake lights work. Okay, so that's not the case. My wire is messed up. That is going to my signals. I gotta get the test light and figure out which one goes to the battery, or goes to the turn signals. Because I got that one. That's a tie-in. Same as this one. So wires come over here. But this thing is a complete mess, guys. Yeah, I just bet I don't got good connection down here. That's it. So, which I ain't gonna lie, these lights, this wiring is not the greatest. But I do got brake lights. So, that's the big deal. Just trying to see with no light, basically. So I just got two running lights, and this is probably going to be, yeah, this is my, yeah, that's going to be my turn signal switch right there, I bet. So deal is, I got my test light, and I'm not gonna really know without somebody being out here to help me, and I ain't got nobody out here to help me. So okay, so well, one's better than none, and guess what, the light doesn't working. Okay, there. Yeah, I might have to solder a wire to that thing and ground it out myself, because those tabs aren't grounding out like they should. But okay, there we go. Okay guys, now I'm gonna walk around the car and kind of show y'all what I did, and I'll tell y'all a little bit about what happened with my S9 phone that I was recording with, and go from there. Okay, so on the S9, I gotta play with it some more and figure it out, because when I was going back over the videos of doing the alternator belt, taking the alternator off, and fixing that little issue with the alternator being loose, and placing the belt and adjusting the transmission, well, all that audio was basically the audio and the video quality was not good. It was focusing in and out. A lot of it was blurry, and my voice just sounded like I had a cold or something. It sucked. So I'm going back with my GoPro. I've had the best luck with this GoPro, so I'm just going to hopefully somehow hold my hand steadier, so therefore, like right now, my hand's shaking. So, but let me go around and show y'all the Maverick and what's been done. Okay, so we fixed the issue with the lights by, I think I was just overloading the system. Those gauges, they're blue. Those are ran with a switch right here that also activates my ignition system. So the volts aren't on because the volts are running to the radio. That same power wire to the radio, that's power, that's it. Well, not the power. Power constantly gets voltage. It's the yellow memory or whatever wire that goes to ignition. That wire is tied to there, so therefore that's tied to the ignition. So when you turn the car on, that's when that comes on. So that's done that way. But the lights are tied. The other lights are tied into the ignition system because I got my kill switches right here. Well, fuel, ignition, and just city lights. And you'll see what I'm talking about up front. So, but we come out here. I got my headlights to stay on because used to when I hit a bump, they would just start bouncing and flickering and then go off completely, and I had to play with the system. But they're on, and I know it is stupid bright. So let me turn. Well, first go back to the tail lights. So the tail lights are working; they're staying on. Even that one's kind of faulty. I might have to just solder a ground wire to it and go to the body. So, but I got brake lights now. And I know what I gotta do is have someone hit the brakes whenever I have a power light test light back here, so 100% know it's getting power there, and I can just fix it that way correctly. But that's gonna have to wait till another day. So and what happened with my old switch, which is the thing I replaced, it literally broke completely. It was the same one they put from the factory back in 1970, and now it is 2021, and it just broke. Don't tell me that our old stuff is junk. They're built to last. So, yeah, that same sensor's been in here, and actually 4 motors. The 302 is the 4th motor being in this car. Before then, 3 inline 6s have been in here, and 2 transmissions have been here. It used to be a 3-speed in column, and my grandfather switched it to a 3-speed in the floor, and he switched the column out to a automatic column. So then I got it. I drove it until it locked up at like 300,000 miles or so, and the 302 went in, 5-speed standard went in. So now, kill my switch. I'll go up to the city lights. Y'all seen the city lights in my one of my other videos, but there you go. They're just some LEDs going around to make it a clean looking custom look. So open the hood. Well, here we go. Brand new belt on it. That alternator's been fixed with correct spacers put on it, so therefore it doesn't shake. And the compressor, that adjusting bar, has bent over and it's connected to the back side of there instead of the front side where it could interfere with that belt, and so therefore my belt's not squeaking no more. My hood is not on yet because my hinges are completely screwed up. I need to go back and refix them. So that's done, that's done. Now the transmission. The cable is adjusted down on the transmission lever, and that's allowing me to shift through the gears just perfect. So let's turn the city light off. So now I have no power going to this car. And then we'll come over. This window popper was replaced, and it's from the junkyard Maverick, which, I mean, the other Maverick that's out in the junkyard, that's where it came from. There, and it locks. And you're not opening that thing. So sweet. No way you're gonna get in this car now. So the little tune-up for the Maverick is done. I'm so sorry y'all not gonna be able to see the other videos, other clips of me replacing those other parts, but I am not gonna release crappy video and audio onto my channel. I am trying to do the best I can, and so therefore if I think it's junk, it's not going on. So okay guys, to solve the whole shaking problem, I decided to put my GoPro on the hood of on the roof of my Maverick, and I just lean against it. So this is the ending part where I'm going to be getting out of here because it's Wednesday. You can tell the sun's going down. So I still got to go in and get bathed, get cleaned up, and get rested, and help my wife with the kids and whatever else needs house chores need to be done, and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow's my Friday, in which it's the awesome thing about working at the warehouse I'm at. It's because I literally work only 4 days, 4 10-hour days, and then I'm off 3 days off the weekend. So that's pretty awesome. And I'm on hopefully stay there until my YouTube takes off. So the guys that have helped me, I cannot be more thankful for y'all. Y'all actually make me feel like I'm at home on YouTube. I'm real comfortable on there now. And without any of you guys, this wouldn't be possible, I don't think. If it was, it'd been a hell of a lot more difficult to do anything. So the next video y'all are gonna see though is my 6.4, I'm talking like I'm from Houston, my 1964 Impala SS. I am rescuing that car from its grave. So what I am gonna be, hell, why am I gonna tell you what I'm gonna be doing except for just rescuing it from its grave? Y'all just have to tune in and find out for yourself on the next one. And again, that 64 Impala hopefully will be here within the next 2, 3, maybe 4 videos. And y'all will see that right here on YouTube. So, guys, y'all be kind to one of each other. Stay classy, YouTube. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.